Today I'm proud to announce the long-awaited addition of Season Mode to Sunday Rivals. So let's dig in. First off, select Mode and you'll see a shiny new button here. Similar to Headhunter, you get a brief overview of available teams to choose from. I'm going to take Chicago. There's a fair amount of settings to try out, including familiar ones like quarter length and difficulty. In Season Mode, you'll be able to select how many teams make it into the playoffs, as well as how they get seeded into their brackets. You'll also be able to pick from a handful of schedule presets based on the size of your league. For a 32-team league like this, I have the option to play a typical 16-game pro-type schedule, a shortened 12-game variation, a 12-game college-type schedule with less division games, and an 8-game half season. We start out in preseason, which doesn't have much to offer just yet, so let's jump right into week 1 via the advanced button here. Down below we have the league ticker, where you'll see previews, scores, and eventually stat leaders for games as they're played. Under the play menu, we can jump in and play our team's game right now, or we can check out the league schedule for the current week. You'll notice you have the option to either sim or play any and all games during the season. Let's sim the first game. It goes by quick, but it actually simulates every snap, using player ratings to drive the outcome. Now if you select Sim CPU, it will run through every game for the week continuously until it hits your game, where again, you have the option to sim or play the actual game. If we choose Play Game, we're taken to the pregame screen, where we'll see a full breakdown of both teams' overall ratings per position, as well as statistical leaders at each post, so you can really understand what you're up against once you hit the field. For now, let's just sim our first game. Wow, close one. But we got it. With our game in the books, we can check out a summary of the top performers on the post-game screen. I hope to expand on this screen in the future, but for now you can see how your top players fared in each statistical category. With the week completely finished now, we hit Advance again and move on to week 2. You'll see the ticker is filled with games for the new week, and our record has been updated to show what place in our division we're in. Let's take a look at the standings. So we have 2 types, the traditional format as well as an overall league ranking, 15th in the league, about what you'd expect with this team. Next, we'll want to see how our players stack up against the rest of the league on the leader screen. Here, you'll be able to see sortable top 10 lists for every single stat tracked in the game. A lot of familiar faces in this list. Looks like the sim did a good job. If you're interested in seeing just your team's stats, you can view them here in the stats screen, along with the remaining 31 teams as well. Basically, if you like crunching numbers, they're all here for you, with even more likely to come in the future. Now, as you may have noticed, there's a lot of grayed out options I skipped in these menus. Like so many parts in Sunday Rivals, Season Mode is still a work in progress, and there's a good amount yet to be built. The good news here is that nearly every future update will find its way into improving and bolstering this mode going forward, with upcoming additions like team strategies and custom playbooks being tightly integrated and available to tweak before every game. Likewise, I want to tie in the season experience when you're actually on the field, so you can see how many yards your running back has rushed for this year, or celebrate when your receiver catches his 20th touchdown. If you're as hyped about all this as I am, you can jump in and play Season Mode right now. As the game continues to take shape, I'm going to need your help more than ever, finding bugs for me to squash and making sure things are generally firing on all cylinders. And if you can, help me spread the word about Sunday Rivals to anyone you think would really enjoy what we're doing here. And as always, thanks for playing.